And I think procurement needs to think of itself as water. It needs to think of itself as finding a level, moving across the surface, finding the cracks, falling down where the opportunities occur, and then eroding the opportunity and harvesting the benefits.
A changing nature of globalization, big change in disruption through technology, and more focus on innovation and collaboration.
Today it's very difficult because risk has so many different variables for us to get our arms around predicting risk in events that may occur. I think with the opportunities for us to be able to deal with much more data and to get more insights through sensing technologies in the marketplace, we're going to be able to learn about the real causes of risk.
Blockchain will become pervasive and transactional activities will be replaced by augmented intelligence technologies that can help our procurement professionals. I think our procurement professionals will focus on soft skills, on relationship management, on creativity and in innovation, and on collaboration with suppliers.
You're in the office and you want to know how much you spend with a certain supplier, and you just ask Alexa or equivalent type of technology, and it gives you the answer. Or you ask how much you spend with the supplier, or what is my risk position with that supplier, or where could I find new suppliers in China, and you get the answer immediately.
Nothing is going to be as it is today in that time. We're seeing the rapid change of trends and disruptions in the marketplace, so it's going to be true to say how we're operating today will bear no reflection on in about 8 to 10 years' time.
Procurement's going to look very similar as it does today. I don't think any of the predictions of the uptake of technology are going to be anywhere near as rapid as the predictions are. If I think about my experience in the public sector, in 2005 we introduced e-sourcing. The wider public sector still hasn't done that. There are still pockets of zero technology. So I think this pace of change is nowhere near as predicted.
I see a continuation of automation, a further development of AI, perhaps some cognitive.
I think it's inevitable that we will see the innovations that come from digital transformations becoming the forefront of our function. I don't think that will take away from the requirement necessarily for us to be spearheading the drive, working with our suppliers to drive cost efficiencies and innovations.
Of course, you'll need oversight for the process that's now automated, but it's going to be a much smaller, thinner process than what we're currently used to. But there'll still be very much a need to operate on an end-to-end basis and drive value across the supply chain at a strategic level. That's how procurement's going to evolve, in my opinion.
And I think increasingly procurement projects will be termed, they'll just be business projects. So again, I think we should see ourselves with a much broader remit and certainly definitely operating at a much higher strategic level.
The traditional procurement model will have ended. So I think that we focus a lot now on very old-fashioned ways of looking at things, very much around how can you get item A at a slightly lower price. Those things are incremental. You really need to be thinking about how do we build partnerships, how do we build structures, how do we actually get our suppliers really hooked into the business.
I think certainly on the direct side we're going to have some serious environmental challenges, so the plastic pact that was announced today will have a massive impact on how we engage as a business. You know, we will have all of our packaging reusable and recyclable by 2025. But I think then going into the digital sphere and talent management and everything else within procurement, it's just the change is even more rapid. So predictions for 2025 I think are kind of meaningless.